Hi everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. I usually like to keep these intros short, so let me quickly tell you what the reading will be about so that we can jump straight in. This pick a card reading will be about your summer glow up, as the title probably suggests. We'll see how it could possibly play out in your life, and then we'll ask tarot general questions about love, career, health aspects of your life, perhaps a couple more depending on the group you choose and whether or not some topics need clarifying. Okay, so the groups for today are group number 1, the Temple of Learning with a feather charm. Group number 2, Birth card with a butterfly charm. Group 3, the Castle that Broke at Dawn with a starfish charm. And group 4, the Spark that Dreamt of Fire with a bow charm. I want to say before we get into it to take only what resonates and leave out the rest, and know that ultimately you are in charge of your life's choices. Now, take a deep breath. Pause if you need to, and pick the card that will lead you to your glow up. Hi there, group 1. If you chose the Temple of Learning with the feather charm, this will be your reading. For your guys' group, I really got initially the energy of the pressure that creates diamonds, and then I got some phoenix energy, like rising from the ashes. So I feel like your summer glow up will be very well earned. It will be about you stepping into your power. But I really want to get into this further. But let me first introduce you to your cards. Okay, we got Ginkgo with Breakthrough. We got Ace of Air, Love. We got the High Priestess. I will read this one at the end. We got Palomino and the Seer. And your archetypes are the Mountain, the Flame, and the Unseen. Let me just check if they're... Ooh, I have to move them slightly. There we go. Okay, so for your guys' group, the first thing that came to me was you stepping into the light, you coming out of hiding. So I feel like you were someone who was experiencing a lot of isolation lately, and this summer will be a time for you to truly step into what you were always meant to embody. I heard embracing your uniqueness, your weirdness, like something like that. You're embracing your weirdness, like finally being able to recognize that what you carried all along was something worth sharing with the world. I did get a little bit of energy of finally being able to share something with others, and recognizing that the more of yourself that you share, the more you get in return of yourself as well. It's funny how these two cards are really similar. With the Mountain here, there's a person sort of coming out of the mountain through this fire cave, I want to say. Reminds me of Phoenix as well, rising from the ashes, and this card as well, stepping into, like, through this fire, exiting from something, and with the flame here as well. I want to say that you were experiencing a lot of change around your identity and how others perceive you. You were waiting for clarity to come, and it's either slowly coming in, or this summer will be a time where a lot of clarity around your identity and your own perception of self and how others perceive you as well. There's a lot of clarity around that. Like definitely the season of you not being seen is coming to an end, and you will be getting more and more comfortable with showing yourself to the world. I feel like there's a lot of knowledge that you were accumulating throughout this season of isolation. There was a lot of learning. There was a lot of realizing that you had all the tools all along. This was something that you didn't know before. And you're stepping into a season of abundance and love. A lot of abundance coming in your way. And with this card here, the High Priestess, in this deck, she's being shown as this owl. The owl is sitting on a crescent moon, and it's holding this paper scroll. Obviously, the owl means wisdom as well. But I want to shift my focus to the background of this card. We have two trees holding like a blanket or a backdrop of some sort, and there's a lot of pomegranates on it, which symbols abundance. But I really want to focus on this backdrop itself. It's like the wood is dark behind it, but this owl is capable of making the perception that all is well, or something like that. There's like this energy of you being able to create life you need for yourself and not waiting on anyone. You're no longer waiting for this, for the reality you're in to change. You're stepping into the energy of changing it yourself, and stopping, no longer waiting for permission to become this weird, unique self. And I feel like there's a lot of creating out of thin air, I want to say. With the Ace of Air here, it's a harp made of bones, and the strings that you play on are weaved by the spider. And it's like almost as if it's like creating this, whatever this life is out of thin air. You're no longer waiting for others. You're no longer waiting for others to assist you. And I feel like you no longer need situations to feel aligned for you to make choices, to make decisions moving forward. You could have also been a person who was waiting to be perfectly clear around a direction, and then now you're someone who is no longer waiting for clarity or breakthrough before they move forward. You're more so relying on your intuition, and this is why I picked up on this third eye, probably because you're someone who will be fearless and take charge without waiting for this breakthrough. You will be someone who is comfortable, who has a lot of courage, even though you always had this courage, but you were doubting a lot. You were in your mind a lot. And I feel like you're moving into a season of just like taking action and taking risks, and being okay with making mistakes, because you're finally realizing that mistakes are what have brought you here in the first place, and you're comfortable with making mistakes because they're ultimately just lessons. And I feel like this will bring you a lot of peace this summer. Just this pure fearlessness. It will bring about a lot of good opportunities and a lot of people perhaps that align with you because you are opening yourself up. Not necessarily to receive these blessings, but you are opening yourself up to. You're in this energy of not caring anymore. You're like, okay, I got this. I'll fine. I'll do it myself. Kind of energy, and this energy is what's gonna bring you what you always wanted it in the first place. So it's like almost as if you couldn't have done it before because you were craving the clarity and craving these things, but now because you stopped caring, the clarity will come. Let me read this card for you. It's a Butterfly Maiden transformation card. It says, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. You could still be, as of when you're watching this, you could still be in the energy of still being in this mountain behind this, whatever this is, and in this unseen energy. And you're right before, on the cusp of shifting this energy to a place of this great transformation that you're that's about to bring your life that you always desired. I feel like you always wanted to be fearless, and you never really liked the way you had to overthink everything, and you didn't find comfort in it. You were just too afraid to make choices and to move without overthinking. So I feel like this transformation, it will be, of course it's going to be welcomed by you, but like it's going to feel like the energy of finally, I worked so hard to get here. And also I'm getting the energy of you being, your energy being harder to access. Like you're realizing how precious your energy is, and you're not allowing access to just about anyone. And your time will be spent, like your summer will be spent with you pursuing what you want and following your passions and wherever your own joy takes you. And you're no longer trying to get people to like you or doing things for your friends or something, even though you never wanted to do them in the first place, and you're comfortable with disappointing people, for example. And I feel like your glow up happens when you stop doubting your power and commit to becoming who you know you're meant to be. So and you following your joys and passions and hobbies perhaps, and all these little things that make you're uniquely you, is what's gonna bring you to the person you were always meant to become. You were in the past, I'm getting a lot of like a lot of discipline from you. You could be a Virgo. You don't have to be, but you could be. I'm getting a lot of this dedication and discipline and endurance, and I feel like in the past this has been necessary, of course, and it brought you to where you need to be. But right now I feel like you can maybe let loose a little bit and not be so, I want to say uptight, even though it's not really the word I'm looking for. There were a lot of obstacles in your life with this mountain here. There were a lot of obstacles that you need to face, but with every obstacle in the past that you faced, you leveled up each time. And this discipline that you did have did do that. So it's not like something bad. It's not something that you need to work on. It's just you realizing now that it's okay to let loose a little bit sometimes, and not have to be this good student all the time. Like you were in this season of delays and stagnation, and there were long periods of this where you were closed off from the world and unseen by the world, and but because of your discipline you leveled up each time, so that you are now in this season. It didn't last long. For some other people this season would have lasted them longer than it did than it lasted you. You could have had also a lot of insecurities in the past, possibly around the very things that are making you you. Okay, I'm gonna read the portion of the cards here from the guidebook. Okay, Palomino. They're well known for their unbridled wildness and strength of will. When Palomino comes into your world, it's time to pay attention to your needs, step up to do the work, and get those projects done. Conversely, allow yourselves to step out of the stables on occasion. The Palomino also reminds us to run wild and be free to soak in the warm summer sun while we can. Allow yourself to roam free on occasion. It's time to put in the hard work to meet your goals. And I feel like it's literally talking about both. It's talking about how you have this dedication. This is you. And I feel like this upcoming summer is a time where you can appreciate the hard work you've done. It's not really like, oh, you can now stop doing that and you stop fixing yourself or something like that. It's not really about that. It's okay to now appreciate all the hard work you've done and enjoy the fruits of your own labor, and to create magic where it's needed, like with these joys, and to understand that some work on ourselves, like if you were in this isolation period and you were working on yourself for this longest time, to stop and appreciate how much work you have already done, and to recognize that you are already whole, already beautiful, already perfect just the way you are, and to create magic where you want to with those little joys, and to understand that some work that's needed to be done can be done through laughter, through joy, through fun. It doesn't always have to be heavy. That's what I meant. The seer. The seer. Snakes wrap around their neck, protecting, defending all the words and visions of the seer. Going up to meet them invokes will of the gods. Are you ready to hear what they have to tell you? Can you handle the news they will tell you about what is coming into your life, for better or worse? Listen to the universe in order to bring the dreams of insight. Locate the balance between fate and free will. I love that last part about the balance between fate and free will, because of this card here, the Temple of Learning. I feel like there is a need, like if you are going to, because I did get like this message of like sharing your gifts. I feel like you are going to need to balance the material world with the spiritual one in some way. And it really does pull me back to you finding joy in your everyday life, and to not take everything so seriously, and to not overwork yourself. Because like even if you're doing something for the greater good, you can still overwork yourself. You still need to put yourself first. You're going to, like, the biggest part about your glow up is leveling up in consciousness. And I feel like this is something that's going to bring about joy, because this period of darkness that you were in is about to end for you. And I feel like you already know this. You're already experiencing this in some ways. Okay, let's ask Tarot some questions. about your love life, career, and your health. But before that, I really want to say one more thing. The biggest part about this shift in consciousness for you is moving away from logic-based thinking and stepping more into your intuition and following your heart way of living. This is the biggest transformation you will be experiencing. And this transformation is what is going to bring you these blessings that these cards are talking about. Okay. Okay, Spirit, tell me for our group 1 what their love life is going to be like this summer. Okay. For Wands, that's perfect. This is a card of celebration. So I feel like you're either going to meet someone new, or some of you could be getting married because this is like a celebratory card, or getting engaged if you're already with someone. But I feel like for most of you, if you're single, you will be meeting someone really special this summer. And this could be, love doesn't have to necessarily be romance immediately. It can be finding your tribe, because that could be the celebration of you just having a lot of fun with people. But it is a lovely card. It's just beautiful. It's just perfect for your spread here. Okay, tell me about their career this summer. I just heard take another card for their love life. Okay, what's something else you can tell me about their love life? Okay. Okay. I'm not going to take all of those, but I'm just going to review them. I'm going to take this one, definitely. Death card. Okay. This is interesting. We got death. And then these cards that came out here were so many. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I just got a weird message. So could it have been for you that in the past all your focus was on love? Perhaps in the past you were burdened by it. And I feel like a lot of this transformation that you're about to, like, shift in consciousness that you're about to receive and experience is around that as well. And I feel like with so many pentacles here, I feel like this summer, though it will bring about some love, I feel like your focus this summer will be a lot on work and not so much on love, because love in the past has brought you some sorrows and has depleted you in some way. So I feel like this is welcomed by you. You do appreciate this. So this is something that you do want. You did get the love card here as well, but I feel like this card is more so around self-love and being able to receive the love from the universe. Not so much a romantic partner. So I feel like with this death card that came first, right, with all these pentacles here, I feel like you will be able to finally receive the love you always deserved, but it's gonna come from you first. And there is some mourning to do around what you received in the past and what you allowed, how you allowed certain people to treat you in the past. This took a turn. And there is some like balance here as well with this card here, the Six of Pentacles. See this figure, how it's holding this scale. I feel like there's some justice here that's like something that's going to happen. It's like karmic justice in your favor. So I don't know what you were going through in the past that required this phoenix energy, that required this burning away, but it was related to your love life as well. And I feel like you were someone who was carrying the relationships in your life. You were the weight of the relationship was on you, and you were overworked in that regard as well. With the Eight of Pentacles here, like you were overworked, and Five of Pentacles, you were depleted and overworked and burdened, and you needed to make a choice to choose yourself and to give to yourself. So I feel like this will be a celebration, but and you will be experiencing a lot of love, but it's not in a way that I assumed initially. But I feel like you're still gonna be overjoyed with it. Let me just shuffle the cards again. There's this figure in this card. She's mourning, she's crying here. I feel like this is behind you. You were constantly, I heard begging for love, and you're finally realizing your own worth in connections. And you're realizing your worth in connections, and this will probably lead to people dropping away from your life, and you're fine with that because you're finally embracing your own uniqueness and your own self. So it's still welcomed by you. You're still happy about it. And maybe not this summer, but this will bring about this will bring about the right people in your life. Maybe not this summer, because this summer is heavily revolved around you. I heard September, so that's still technically, most of it is summer. So, okay. Let's see your career. Let's see, Spirit, what Group 1's career is going to look like this summer. Okay. We have Four of Pentacles and Five of Swords in reverse. You could have been in a difficult stage here with your career as well throughout this period of isolation. Maybe you weren't able to work, or something revolving work where you were unhappy with something. But I feel like this is coming to a resolution here. Like there was a long time where for a long time you were not really happy with where you were going and how things are progressing. And now this is getting to a point of resolution, and I feel like your career will be more in your control. Something could have been taken away from you. I don't know what. Your career, some finances, perhaps some loss was there, and now you're being smarter with your money, I heard, or something revolving finances here. And I like this card usually means like being protective over money, but like I feel more so you're smarter with your money. You're focusing on savings and being focusing on your stability for future stability. With the 7 of Wands in the back of the deck, I feel like you didn't have it easy in like so far in your life or career. You didn't have it easy, and I feel like you could be moving towards something in your career that in the past has brought you some struggles. You were struggling financially, and you were struggling with the work you were doing. But I feel like even if you went back to that, because you're a different person now, you would behave differently. Like if you could redo the things that happened, I feel like you would have done them differently this time around. Tell me more about their career. Tell me more about their career, Spirit. What is it that the group 1 is going to be doing this summer? I heard you were going to be pursuing a lot of things. A lot of different things. Yeah, 3 of Wands. There will come a time where you will have to make a choice around perhaps you will have to make a choice around what to pursue next. Like either you're going to make a logical decision around something that's just going to bring you finances to your life, or you're going to be following your heart and pursuing something that will truly make you happy and will ultimately bring you abundance, but it will like either like this is the balance we're talking about between material aspect and spiritual aspect, or between your intuition and your mind. Don't get me wrong, I love the mind, and I understand that we live in a material world and we need to be smart around our choices, but I feel like because in the past you were robbing yourself of many beautiful experiences because they weren't so logical, I feel like you are moving into some choice that will be made out of your heart, and you will ultimately be happy with it. And it will be a quick decision as well, because we have an 8 of Wands in the back of the deck. It will be something like your decision will be based on your gut reaction, your initial reaction, and you will not allow yourself to overthink things this time around. Okay, your health. Spirit, tell me about group 1's health. Okay, that one fell on the floor. Okay. I'm just going to listen because there's so many. There are 4 of Swords in reverse and the Hangman in upright. I'm going to put them here, and then we'll see what these were. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We got the Ace of Swords. We got the King of Pentacles. And we got the Two of Cups. Okay, just going to put these right here. Okay, your health. The 4 of Swords is usually a card of rest. But I feel like you're coming out of this rest period. And I feel like you are surrendering to something. So health-wise, things are turning out for the better. So you will be because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is upright, we have Ace of Swords, like something, and the Two of Cups here, like something is coming your way. Like if you were having health issues before, I feel like those will be clearing right up. And the solution will be so simple. This discipline that you did, this like you did something with your health as well. Maybe you changed your diet and you're now it's like with the Two of Cups here, see how one cup is gray and this one is like clear and purple, like it's beautiful, and this one is gray. I feel like you started to fill your own cup and you started to focus on your health more, like in every single way. Physical health, like you were with the King of Pentacles here. This card is like it reminds me of like Taurus, like someone who knows how to enjoy fruits. Like see with these grapes here, like they know how to enjoy, they know how to receive abundance in health as well. So like there's someone who can eat good food and really like so someone I'm picturing this like someone who is basking in the sunlight, drinking a glass of wine and snacking on something nice and summery and refreshing. So I feel like in the past you weren't so well. There was something that wasn't in balance with your health, and I feel like this is moving into balance. And so like something is shifting with the Wheel of Fortune here. Like something is shifting. I feel like this change in consciousness like really is changing every aspect of your existence. Let me put these here as well. You are going to be like, by the end of this summer, to the people that knew you before and took advantage of you before and depleted you in these ways and like everything about, I feel like everything around you depleted you before. I feel like you're to those things and those people, you're going to become unrecognizable, completely unrecognizable. You're about to find balance in so many different ways, and you're finally learning how to enjoy life to the fullest and reap the fruits of your labor. I want to wrap up your guys' reading with saying that what was meant for you is already finding its way to you, and it's only a matter of time before everything will shift for you. If you're still in this period and not seeing these things yet, to be fair, it's still spring, and not yet summer. I feel like this is moving quickly towards you because we have a lot of swords, a lot of wands. Like this is quick moving energy, and I feel like once it all comes to you, you will see how everything was worth it, even though there were periods where I just didn't think you were gonna make it. But you are, and you will step into the light, and you will be seen again. But this time this time different, this time more yourself. The real you is going to be seen, and the real you is going to be able to exist in this world. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna leave you guys' reading here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you some other time. Bye. Hi there, group 2. If you chose the birth card with the butterfly, this will be your reading. Okay, for your guys' group, I initially got that for this summer, you are becoming someone your childhood self would be proud of becoming. And because I did pick up on certain things that you needed to do in order for this summer to become your reality, I am eager to get into it immediately. In the past, this version of yourself that is living this glow up stage wasn't possible. So there was a lot that needed to be done by you in order for this to become your reality. So let me introduce you to the rest of your cards, and then we'll get straight into it. You got the Ginseng card, which is a magician card, number 40. You got number 8, healing. You got number 5, star. You got 3, page of pentacles. You got balance. I'm going to read this one later. Let me just place your charm here, because she's naked. And you got the mask, Kairos, and the mystic. Let me just check if they're all in the frame. Yeah. Okay. Given that this card is a card of birth, and given that you got magician and healing and star and balance, I feel like all of them feel like major arcana. All of them feel like major life changes, big life lessons, stuff like that. I'm gonna talk about your summer a bit later, because I really want to talk about your current life and your past life for just so that you can see if this group resonates with you or not, because your glow up is beautiful, and I really want to get end on that energy instead of other way around. So I feel like there was someone in your life that tried to take something away from you. Like there was someone that tried to ruin you. And I know that sounds dramatic, but that's what I picked up on. There was someone that tried to ruin you, and then the universe was like, absolutely not my daughter. Or son, I don't know. And I feel like you're at this stage where you don't have to fight it anymore, because the universe stepped in to clear whatever it was that was suffocating you and dimming your light. This something that was taken from you doesn't have to be in the physical world. It really can be just like someone who was taking your emotions and emotional labor or something. It doesn't have to be material, in material nature, though it can be as well. And I feel like there was this thing that was doing that, and then the universe right now is restoring the balance for you in your name. You don't have to do anything. I'm getting a lot of protection around you. The universe stepping in to clear this from your life brought with it a lot of clarity, and it stripped away this illusion that you were existing in. And with this card here, I don't know if you can tell the smirk this person has on their face. I feel like there's this, I'm picking up a little bit of disgust on their face, and I'm picking up on this gloating energy of you sitting back to relax and watch your enemies fall on their own. Because this truth is now out in the air, and you're a little bit disgusted by it in some way. So this brought you to this energy. When I picked up on this protection, this could be self-protection as well. Like you finally realized what was at stake, and you were eager to protect that part of yourself. This is just one part of your story. I feel like there was so much that you needed to do emotionally, mostly emotionally, because like with this healing card as well. And you transformed the way you think, the way you operate in this world. I feel like you're becoming, like your childhood dreams are about to come true. Like you're finally seeing your own life for what it is, and you're letting the masks drop, and you're letting the real you take place. This is similar energy to group 1, so if you were on the fence between the two, you could check it out. Like this summer is a summer where where you're gonna stop performing for others, and you're gonna start experimenting with a version of yourself that feels most like you. And emphasis on experimenting, because I feel like this summer will be a time where you're going to start to experiment with your looks, your persona, how you show up in the world, like maybe even social media presence. Like you will start experimenting with these things, and you are trusting yourself more, and you're releasing control. This is very similar to group 1, in fact. You're waiting for, you're about to wait for divine timing. Like you have noticed that no matter how much you tried in the past, you were brought to this level of needing to trust the universe, because whatever you've done in the past either wasn't enough, or it just didn't work. And so the universe needed to step in to help you clear out these things, and to show you how great it is, so that you can release control. And I feel like you are shedding this old identity and stepping into a more spiritually aligned version of yourself, a magnetic version of yourself, where you no longer chase after the things you want, and you start attracting them instead. And there will be this inner alignment which will reflect in your outer appearance, in your confidence, and in your social life as well. I'm pulled to talk a little bit about this star card because of the way it looks here. This star person is in this, I want to say lake or river or something, and I feel like they are being cleansed. Like they allowed to be cleansed here. They no longer have to fight or anything. It's like they stopped to be cleansed. And with this dragonfly here as well, like this is like such a transformation card for me, where you're now allowing the world to see all of your beauty, all of your true essence. Like you're allowing this mask to drop. I feel like there was something you were protecting before, because I get this protection, but it was misaligned. You were protecting something that didn't need to be protected by you, and you are now protecting something more valuable to you. I'm sorry because this is so vague, but we'll get into it more later in the tarot. With the Kairos card here, it really does talk about divine timing, and it does talk about trusting the universe. And you're experiencing this level of freedom you've never experienced before. Maybe that is why you will be focusing heavily on your physical appearance as well, because I feel like for the longest time you were abiding by some rules, and you are now free to just experiment and see who you are and how you want to be perceived and how you want to show up, because you didn't have this freedom necessarily before. It's like you gave up on something that allowed you to fully realize your worth. I heard 0 fucks to give. Like letting loose, like letting your child self shine. I feel like there was something that was preventing you from stepping into this, because I'm picking up on a lot of, because from the head of this person, there's so much, there's this child, which is like birth, and I feel like this card really shows the abundance that is you. And I feel like like you're just now tapping into this version of yourself, because in the past, even if you wanted to pursue something beautiful around you, some dream, some goal, there was something preventing you. There was something that was keeping you stuck. There was this thing that was making you doubt. I heard your sanity too. And that thing is gone now, so the path ahead is clear, and you're no longer second guessing yourself. I heard no time to question. I heard, see how beautiful life gets when you embody your full power. All of which was said up until now is like everything that was said now about your past, about this thing that was being cut out of your life, and what you needed to let go of. I heard don't get bitter, because all of that was said that you can stop resenting your past and what already occurred. And that you can allow the universe to handle it, to take care, like to let it take care of you. Because if you keep resenting, if it was a person, if you keep resenting them, you will be blocking your happiness and joy and your blessings that must come in, that you deserve them to come in. And to perhaps let universe, like allow universe to clear out this energy from you fully, like to cut all the cords, like every single attachment you have to this, either it's past version of yourself, some fears that you were harboring, or if it was a person or people in your life, or situations. You need to allow the universe to do some work for you, so that you can become this version that is supposed to glow up in this summer. So don't get bitter. That's what I just heard. Don't get bitter. Process what you need to process, of course, and it's not to say that if you feel bitterness and if you feel resentment, it's not to say, oh, bury those deep within you. No, you're supposed to process them, but let them go as you do. Just sit with them, and just let it all go, as just with these things that were cut out of your life. You let go the energies attached to these things as well, from your existence, from your vessel, from your body. Like with this healing, of course, like this card really talks about forgiveness. And I'm not saying, like, if you need to forgive someone, and I'm hearing yourself mostly, I feel like you're resenting yourself for overstaying certain situations, and Spirit is telling you to forgive yourself because everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, because you wouldn't be able to become who you are becoming if it weren't for these situations. And to forgive yourself, because it's like a 7-year-old child resenting their 2-year-old self for not learning how to tie their shoes when they were 2 years old. They couldn't physically learn how to tie their shoes when they were 2 years old. They learned how to do it when they were 6. I don't know. So like, don't blame your past self for doing some things or staying in certain situations that were not aligned, because in the past that was your level of consciousness, and now you know better, and now better things are going to happen. So don't fall into the trap of becoming bitter or closing yourself off for blessings just because one time something bad happened or 2 times something bad happened. And it's not even bad. We don't like to say things are good or bad, because that's just our perception of things. So I feel like take whatever you're feeling and transmute the energy into healing, into forgiveness, into this cleansing energy, and allow it to just like flow away from you, like to be done with it already. I want to shift my focus to this Page of Pentacles for a moment here. I feel like the universe is going to be, I heard karmic justice. I feel like after you do this, the opportunities are about to fall into your place, into your lap. See how this spider is chilling on its web? And then there's this pentacle here. That pentacle flew to them. They didn't do anything other than create space. Like they made the net, and then the pentacle just got stuck there. So create solid ground within you, create fertile ground within you for opportunities to stick onto you, and for abundance to glue onto you. So that's like this receiving energy. Become someone who is capable of receiving every single opportunity the universe has for you. Like the universe is gonna give you back everything that was taken from you tenfold. And I just heard karmic justice, and it makes sense with this balance card as well. Like there's this karmic justice that needs to occur, and you need to allow universe to show you how just it is. If you don't have faith in the universe, this is a perfect time for you to practice that. I'm gonna read this card to you. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. And I want to emphasize that walk through them. Like it's important for you to walk through the doors that are opening up for you. With this Mystic card here, I want to talk about this, like with the Mystic and the Mask. It really does tell me that you are now, like your summer is going to be really experimenting with what fits. Like if you did become this butterfly now and you emerge from your cocoon, like you're still trying out things, like you're still learning how to move through life, and you're still like, this is a birth card, so it tells me this is like a fresh start. You got a fresh start. This is the beginning of your journey. This is just the beginning. So allow this summer to be a time for you to experiment and have fun and create. And the more fun you have, the more it will become easy for your opportunities to come to you. So the more fun you have, the more you're in the receptive energy. And I feel like your glow up will involve you no longer caring what other people think, and no longer caring how you're being perceived. Because I feel like that was a big one for you. You cared a lot about what other people say. I want to read a portion of this balance card to you. The idea of a binary is a human concept. We contain both one and another inside of our genetic makeup. Balance sits outside of this duality. They follow their vibration, their own story. They can often be positive, revealing the good that sits inside us all. They can also be gloomy as they give in to the dark emotions that lie feral, waiting to attack. Balance sits somewhere in between. They know what it's like to carry both sides. Look for the positive and the negative, temper your emotions. I feel like this is a good advice for you for this current, still springtime, or whenever you're watching this. It doesn't have to be this summer glow up. It can be whenever. This is just the title of the video. So whenever you're watching this current stage where you're at, whenever you are watching this is a stage where you are being called to I just keep hearing, don't get bitter. It's a little trap there that you can fall into after what you've been through. So like what something else I want to add on, by you doing this thing that we talked about, you're going to create the groundwork so that your blessings can come in. Like this is your groundwork for your future. Okay, I'm gonna get into your tarot now, and I want to ask questions about your general areas of your life, your love life, your career, and your health. So I want to start with your love life. Spirit, what is our group 2's love life for this summer gonna be like? Okay. All right, let's take this one, the Sun. There a lot of cards came out, so I'm just gonna review them. We have the Fool, which is a new beginning. Let's see these. We have the Moon reversed. We have Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Moon reversed, Knight of Cups, and King of Pentacles. Okay. I heard self-love. The group 2 is very similar to group 1. So if you were called, I truly do suggest you going over there and checking that group out as well. Yours, however, isn't so focused on just self-love as it was on in group 1. I feel like you're at a cusp of everything falling into your lap. Like all these opportunities, they can be love opportunities as well. So we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles, and I feel like this just talks about the abundance that is flowing into you in every single form. And I feel like you will be attracting certain friendships as well. I feel like you are a little bit frustrated around love life, your own love life. You're frustrated that you're not really where you were hoping you would be at this time, and you're getting frustrated by it. It really does ask you to balance your emotions here a lot. We did get Six of Cups, and this talks about the past. So you need to release something from this past, and this could very well be a belief system. So that these things that want to come into your life can come into your life. There's a lot of abundance waiting for you if you would let it. That's what I heard, just if you would let it. There is something waiting for you. I feel like you don't know how to receive love. You haven't really encountered many people who know how to love you. But to be fair, if you were the person that was hiding your true self away, I feel like the only way for you to receive true love is by you being true to yourself and becoming your real self. Like, how can you love someone who isn't showing their true self to you? So I feel like that was the reason why you were probably attracting these people into your life that weren't appreciative of your essence. It's because you were hiding your essence as well. And I'm not trying to put the blame on you or something like that. It's just that with this healing you've done and with this cleansing that is taking place in your life, I feel like this is now the time that will allow you to receive the love you always deserved. And then this will only come after you recognize what it is that you truly do deserve. And I feel like there was a time in your life when you did know and you did show your true self, but something happened where you weren't accepted. So you hid it away from the world. And because we got this Knight of Cups, like this is the energy of a person that like wears their heart on their sleeve, and I feel like this was you in the past, and you were perhaps heartbroken, and this it keeps coming back. This don't get bitter. And I want to emphasize that if you were heartbroken and if someone betrayed you, yes, that sucked. Of course it was horrible. But don't close yourself off, because not every person is like that. And don't close off your heart. Like it's a beautiful heart. And I feel like if you need to take the summer to just be you and experiment with who you are, that is perfect. That like no one is forcing you to embody something that you're not ready to embody as of now. But there will come a time where you will be to open your heart again. So like take this time this summer, take this time to focus on yourself, love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, and then watch the magic unfold later down the line. Okay, let's go into your career. Spirit, what is Group 2's career going to look like this summer? Okay, I love when this card comes out, the Well, because it's not a usual tarot card, it's just in this deck. We got Page of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. I'm gonna put them right behind. Your career. I heard path less walked on. I feel like you could be experimenting with careers as well at this time. You could be getting some new opportunities, and Spirit is asking you to be open-minded. They could be unconventional, and I'm not sure that you are comfortable with something unconventional. Oh yeah, we did get this card. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Like you are being called to walk through these new doors that are coming your way, and to not be afraid of failing, to not be afraid of this opportunity going sideways. Trust yourself. Trust that you will know what to do. Like you will know if this opportunity is right for you by the level of excitement you feel. And sometimes you need to discern, because sometimes we can experience certain fears coming up, but if the excitement is still there, then that fear is just showing you that you care. So to use discernment whenever these opportunities come your way, and to not overthink things. Because something unconventional, something that will require you to fully embody this new version of yourself. It's going to be really different for you. And Spirit is asking you to not be afraid to ask for help if you need to. Like sometimes Spirit is sending us people to help us and to show us the way forward. This Well card, the Well, talks about creativity and how everything is birthed from creativity. So Spirit could be asking you to use your creativity more. Okay, let's get into your health now. There is, before I get into it, there's this, because we have the Devil in the back of the deck, this card talks sometimes about lack and the energies of lack, the energies of resentment and victim mentality as well. So this is something that you could pay attention to as well, to move away from it, basically, essentially. Okay, let's get into your health. What is our group 2's health, overall health, gonna be like for this summer? We got the High Priestess, which is a fabulous card. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. 9 of Pentacles, beautiful. Page of Cups as well. Okay. Gorgeous, beautiful. The way you will move this summer is just beautiful. It's just, you will feel like $1,000,000. You will feel, your body will feel super abundant and super taken care of, and you will really take care of yourself in a way you have perhaps haven't before. And I know that this reading was really focusing on your emotional state a lot, and it was focusing on these opportunities, but I feel like the biggest takeaway for your glow up for this summer is you experimenting, because like this is the most important thing you can do right now, because this is where you will meet yourself. And there could be something as well out of the blue. This is what I got, like not related to your health, but like in general, there could be something that will happen to you out of the blue, and this is something that's really gonna ask you to show just how much you've changed. Whatever you were doing up until now and whatever you will continue to do is something that is perfectly aligned with you, and it's something that's happening naturally. Like your glow up is happening naturally and cannot be rushed. And by the end of the summer, you will be unrecognizable in your appearance, in the way you move, in the way you act. Because like this card, whenever I pulled it initially for your overall energy of the group, it's like, look at the facial expression in this person, in this card. Like this is you. This is who you're becoming. Someone who is so confident and so doesn't really care anymore about things that they used to care about. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, like there were in the past, they were spending their energy where they were wasting energy away on situations and people that didn't really ever deserve it. So I feel like now you are getting into this energy of just pure confidence and pure knowing where you belong and knowing where you stand. And I feel like there, like, a lot of happiness is coming your way, like, especially with this Fool and the Sun. Like, a lot of happiness is coming your way. With yourself, just with your existence. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna leave your guys' reading here. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your time with me. And I hope to see you some other time. Bye. Hi there, Group 3. If you chose the Castle That Broke at Dawn and the Starfish Charm, this will be your reading. Okay, when I pulled this card, I immediately thought of how this castle was made of sand, and the glow up that you are entering this summer is you outgrowing the version of yourself that was built for survival, that was built on not solid foundations, and the version of yourself that is entering this new stage of your life and this glow up will be based on these solid foundations in your in you yourself, like confidence in your own self. Let's just arrange your cards and introduce you to the other cards you got so we can get into the rest of your reading. You got Shape-shifting, number 34. You got 10 of Air, Messenger of Water, the Prophet, the Moon. This one will be read later. And you got the Temple, the Pilgrim, and the Bardo. Let me just check if they all fit in frame. Okay. All right. You are becoming, like, it's a weird energy. Like, you are becoming almost holy to yourself. Like, you yourself are sacred to yourself. Which tells me that before this wasn't the case, and that before there was a level of self-abandoning. And this was probably the poor foundations that were before. And I feel like the glow up that you're entering is something that has like better life structure, like better habits, healthier habits, maybe some new skincare rituals, like everything that is going to allow you to reconnect with yourself. I feel like in the past, there was this level of disproportionate give and take energy. So like you were the giver and you never gave to yourself, is what I'm hearing. And no one else did either. And I feel like you are now healing everything around you, basically, like all the aspects of your life. And this castle that broke at dawn, the poor foundation, something that crumbled behind you here, is something that was painful to do for you, but you were ready for it, and you were prepared for it, and you shown how strong you really are, and how I almost want to say how eager you were to meet this new version of yourself, and you were ready to let it all fall. I feel like you allowed this whole thing behind you to crumble because you knew that you can always rebuild the castle, but you can never rebuild the trust with yourself if you keep self-abandoning. And with the moon here, especially in this deck, like you can really tell this duality, like this dark side of the moon on this side and the light side of the moon on this side. So like something became to you very clear, very, very illuminated. I feel like see how this shadow fox on the shadow side of the moon, dark side of the moon, it's wearing a white shirt, and I feel like it was if I feel like there was a lot of deception here. It's almost as if this fox is pretending to be this white fox, and it's like there was this deception around you that got illuminated, and you can no longer unsee the things you saw. I feel like this moon card it's usually the hidden, the subconscious, the dream state. It usually revolves around that, and I feel like something occurred where your eyes were wide open and you could no longer unsee the things you saw, and this caused this castle to crumble. And with the shape-shifting card, I feel like this allowed you to, it didn't allow you, I feel like because you were shape-shifting, that allowed for all of this to occur. And we have a snake here as well, and the shape-shifting is basically like shedding skin. That's how I feel it to be. So I feel like this shape-shifting energy was something that was holding you back from your transformation, and you freed yourself from pain. And if currently there is still something that is holding you back from this transformation, Spirit wants to tell you that allow that whatever it is that is blocking your progress to die away. And this could be like some subconscious patterns. Oh, I have to cover this card. Okay. I just heard something funny. You know how on the Judgment card, usually there are angels with trumpets, because it's a card of Judgment Day. I heard you just turned shape-shifting into Judgment. Because it was fated, it was something that needed to happen. And this card is a card of both Saturn and Neptune, and Neptune is the moon, kind like that kind of hidden part, the dream part, the subconscious part. So I feel like with the Saturn and Neptune, the structure that you had that was based on illusions, like you had a structure that was based on illusions, and you literally shapeshifted away from that, which is crazy. There was some heartbreak because when I was pulling your cards, I just felt like crying. I didn't cry, I just felt like crying. And there could be some heartbreak here. And I feel like you're right now in this stage of in between. I feel like you're still in between, and I feel like the summer glow up is going to be you solidifying into the new version of yourself, because I feel like you're in between these two versions of yourself where the old has died away and the new hasn't come in yet, but the old hasn't still, it's like the new hasn't come in yet, but the old is dead but not yet gone. That's what I'm hearing. So there could be still some patterns where you're meeting life from both sides. Like you're meeting situations that are coming your way and opportunities that are coming your way. You're meeting them from both versions of yourself. So from the old versions that version that was scared or something, and the new version that is ready. So it's a really weird balance you're currently in. And this summer is going to be a summer where you are becoming whole and finally feeling at home with yourself. And having this temple card here, I really want to emphasize how this is a lot of this is body related. Like your physical body, your human is what is going to glow up incredibly. Like you're going to change physically a lot. this summer. Either you're going to be focusing on maybe working out more, or taking care of yourself physically more. Maybe this was something that you were self-abandoning, like your physical needs. Maybe you were abandoning your physical body. Maybe you lacked sleep. Maybe you were overworking yourself. If we have Saturn here, Saturn really does tend to overwork and doesn't know how to balance rest well. So these things could have happened, and I feel like right now you're stepping into this summer glow up. Will be a summer where you're will be a time where you're going to really take care of your body, take care of your vessel. And I feel like there was some pretending as well. And I'm not sure from what either you were pretending or other people were pretending, but there was a level of deception that I'm picking up on. And this deception, you had to cut losses with something. You had to choose to walk away, to put yourself first. I feel like for a while there, you got lost in the weeds. You went deep within and you got lost in the weeds. And I feel like I heard a rescue mission. I feel like this was you and this is your guides, like literally going down under to rescue you. When I pulled this card, Ten of Air, I picked a really cute energy here because these two came out together. So I feel like this is you, this is your guide, but this is all of your past versions of yourself that came to cheer you on, that knew that this stage where you needed to go deep within and clear whatever you needed to clear, like you were being watched over, and they knew that you got it, that they knew that you will manage and that you will do it, whatever it was that you did. There is like we have shape-shifting here, we have the snake here, we have the temple, which is body, and I really want to see how this swimming, like the skin between the fingers, I forgot what it's called. It's like you needed to become someone entirely different to move through whatever it was that you needed to move through, and in the future as well. Like the version that you are becoming is, you needed to like literally change your appearance in some way to sort of walk the life you're supposed to walk. And let me read this card out to you. It's called sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationship environments, situations, and chemicals. So that to me also talks about the body as well, because like being with toxic people, for example, really takes a toll on your body too. It's not just your psyche that's suffering, even though those two are connected. Like if we are stressed, of course, that our physical, like stress is the main cause of most most things that can go wrong with our body. Like, and I feel like maybe this, whatever it was, made this castle that was made out of sand that crumbled, maybe this was making you sick in some way. Like it wasn't helping you physically. That's why you're literally going to glow up now, because it's no longer in your life. It's no longer suffocating, it's no longer siphoning your life force energy out of you. And the Prophet card talks about how you should follow your intuition and how you should follow the signs that you are receiving. So there could be something that you have intuitively been guided to do, and Spirit is confirming that it, like, your intuitive nudges are correct, and you should trust yourself more and trust the guidance that you are receiving. Pilgrim card is a card of a new beginning, new journey. And here we have the Bardo, which is like it's not necessarily like a death card, but it's similar to like a transformation sort of. And I feel like it's not just the transformation, it's the all of your past version of yourself. It's like you have changed, and then you have changed, and you changed again, and you changed again, and you changed again. And so you have created these like dozens of versions of yourself, as if you made like a timeline shift, and then another timeline shift, and then another timeline shift. And so with every timeline shift, you created a new version of yourself, and all of those versions are watching you now, because this version that's stepping into your summer glow up, and this version that's about to embark on this new journey, is the version that that's always meant to walk, and all these past versions are literally cheering you on. Having the moon here and having the castle that broke at dawn tells me like it's a time of day, it's nighttime. And I want to talk a little bit about that as well. It's like you're currently in the dark. You're currently not seeing this the full picture. You're not seeing where you're headed, and you don't have clarity. You don't know where to move. You have certain intuitive nudges for direction, but you're not really clear on where it is you're going. And Spirit wants to tell you that, like, even if you don't have the full picture yet, inspiration can strike at any given moment, and you should follow wherever that inspiration may take you, even if you don't see the full picture. And usually we will never see the full picture before we need to move. That's advice for a certain someone here. And it's like you're not really able to, it's like this decision paralysis almost. It's like you were comfortable with whatever it was, and now you, I want to say lost everything, but it doesn't have to be that dramatic. But because this castle crumbled, it's like whatever was known to you no longer exists. So you like this in between stage where you're like not really sure what to do, and not really sure how to proceed from here. It's like you're almost in this stage where you're questioning, wait, like I've done so much work. I've did all this. I was guided to cut this out of my life, or whatever this castle was. Like I've removed this castle, and now what? Like, why isn't Spirit telling me what to do? Like, why am I not being guided to my next step? And why am I not receiving my blessings? I was promised my blessings, and things like that. It's like you have shapeshifted, but the new reality hasn't sat in, like it hasn't physically manifested. But Spirit wants to reassure you that these things take a little bit of time for your physical reality to catch up with who you are. And sometimes things happen in an instant. So Spirit is telling you, just breathe and just reflect on what it is you have done, release what it is that you have done, so that the new can come in. Don't rush. I heard, don't rush this new stage. Don't rush it, because it's perfect the way it is, and it's perfect in the timing that it is. And trust in yourself, and in your intuition. Trust that your intuition will guide you. And if you're currently in that, I know I'm familiar with that energy of urgency. Like if you feel the sense of urgency, know that you're not grounded. And out of sense of urgency, nothing will come in. No new ideas, no new opportunities. Like out of sense of urgency, you can only screw things up. I know. Trust me, I know. So whenever you're in that sense of urgency and sense of, oh, something needs to happen now, you're not grounded. Go ground yourself, and you'll see that everything is perfect in the timing that it's perfect. And that is also body related, because grounding is body related. Like Spirit is wanting you to connect with your body more, and your body is also very smart. So you should also listen to your own body, and what it's telling you to meet your needs. I heard needs needs need to be met. I want to read to you this card from the guidebook. It's time to let go of the need for explanations, reasons, and rational understanding. There's wisdom in your heart that's longing to be free. You're on a journey to awareness beyond the self, inspired by something mysterious and beautiful that is part of you and greater than you. Stand in awe of the divinity beyond explanation. Let your spirit soar. And this card, the Messenger of Water. There are messages waiting for you. To find them, listen to your heart. Reread your favorite stories. Words have the magic to open doors to other realms and other ways of being. Allow yourself to be transported, enchanted, inspired. It says, you are the author of your own story and its hero or heroine. Okay. Allow these lost parts of yourself to emerge. Like you're healing lost parts of yourself. You dove deep into your own ocean, into your own waters, into your own heart, and you rescued this long lost part of yourself. So allow it now to live, and the only way it will live is through your heart. So allow whatever messages want to come to you to come through your heart, so that you can fully glow up. Okay, let's get into your tarot now. We'll ask some questions around your major aspects of your life, so love, career, and health. Okay, so Spirit, please tell me for our group 3, what is their love life going to look like this summer? What is our group 3's love life going to look like this summer? Okay. The Sun and Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. The whole deck fell. The Sun, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. This is a very beautiful and gentle energy here. And we have the Four of Cups in the back of the deck. So there's a lot of beauty coming your way. And I'm sensing a lot of gentleness here too. It's like something really soft, something really gentle. The love that is coming your way is the love that, it doesn't have to be romantic kind of love. It doesn't have to be like, it could be friendships, it could be partnerships in other ways. It could be with your family too, but I'm sensing a lot of gentleness, and there is this divine love coming here. I'm sensing. You could be opening your heart up for the universe to show their love for you, for your guides to show their love to you as well. And self-love, of course. This gentle energy could be also you showing yourself the love you always needed, but never received, I heard. Especially your physical body. Like the sun is the self. So I feel like you could be showing a lot of self-love here, which is beautiful. It's very clear energy. But having this Four of Cups come out as well, it's like, it's like, don't accept just any kind of offer, but recognize when it's true for you. Don't close yourself off for for real kind of love, no matter if it's in the form of a friendship or anything. Don't close yourself off if you were hurt in the past. Okay, let's go for your career advice. What career advice do we have for our group 3 for their summer? Okay, this just came back into the deck. What's their career gonna look like this upcoming summer? King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups for career. Should I take one more? Let's see. Spirit. Okay. We have Three of Cups and Judgment. Okay, we made the Judgment here and then we got the Judgment. Three of Cups is a collaboration card. So you could be... Okay, I'm running out of these little angels to cover the cards. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, Three of Cups is this collaboration, but I feel like your career somehow is going to revolve around emotions. And I am sensing some sharing of the healing, like pouring out of a full cup. That's why the Ace of Cups came here, for self-love as well. It's like you filling your own cup, and then you can share, but you couldn't before. Like you have the solid ground, and you have this solid ground and solid foundation. That's what I wanted to say, for solid foundation. And now you can pour to others. But with this Judgment card is very interesting here. It's like something revolving around your destiny, something revolving around your purpose. It feels like, look at this card, like it feels... It feels long awaited. Something that was long awaited for you. Some collaboration, something around public, something stepping into the public. And it's like with this King of Cups, like it's like you're able to finally make peace between your emotions and your mind. It's like you can merge the two. There's this union energy. There's this, and didn't I say something about divine love here? There's this something faded, something revolving union where with the self, I'm hearing, so that you can pursue your something. So something, what could it be? It's like this level up. Like sharing something with others and leveling up the collective, I heard. What could it be about, Spirit? What is it? Okay, we got the Seven of Wands and Five of Wands. Okay, so there is something that is... It's like helping others through difficult times, almost. And not just difficult times, it's like... Eight of Cups on the back of the deck. It's like you've left something behind. Whatever it was that you left behind is the thing that you can recognize others need. And I'm sorry that I can't be more clear than that. I heard stepping into the light. So spotlight. So like you're stepping into the spotlight somehow. That's gonna make sense for you. I can't make more sense of it right now. Okay, and let's go for your health. Spirit, tell me our group 3's health for summer. Okay. We have Eight of Wands. We have the Strength. We have Eight of Wands, the Strength, and a couple more did fall out. Okay, we have 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Oh my God. I just wanted to, like, with these two cards, I wanted to say, okay, your physical body, like your overall health, is quickly improving with these small changes that or big changes. Even they're not small, like whatever it did wasn't small, so these are big changes. With these changes that you did make, like your health will quickly improve. But having these 10 of cups and 9 of cups come out, it's like, could it be better than this? It's important for you to, it's really important, like Spirit really wants to emphasize this card here, because there's the devil on the back of the deck. Spirit really wants to emphasize this part. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, and situations and chemicals. So Spirit really wants to emphasize that part for you, because and I know that you already know this probably, but the future you're meant to hold, this glow up that's meant to occur for you, has already taken a lot of effort from you, and still gonna take a continuous effort. So don't self-abandon. Don't. I'm sensing that you will experience some freedoms that you didn't experience before, and be careful not to overdo certain things. Like, devil is like sometimes an addiction card, so like it doesn't have to be like some harsh, some scary things. They don't have to be scary, but it could just be lack of sleep, or like summer is a time where we do want to let loose a little bit, and maybe go out a little bit more than we usually would, and things like that. So Spirit wants to tell you to not overdo those things, because your body is more sensitive to those things than it was in the past. So just be careful. Okay, I feel like that we've covered all the bases, and you got the starfish as well. How beautiful. Like, the starfish is about healing the parts of yourself, and like the recovery. And you know how when you leave the starfish out in the sun, it dries up and it dies, and like, just make sure that the environment you're in is good for your physical body, that it's good for your physical health, good for your overall well-being. Just surround yourself with water, surround yourself with whatever it is that's gonna help you grow in the most beautiful ways. And with that, I'm gonna leave your guys' reading right here. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll hope to see you some other time. Bye. Hi there, group 4. If you chose the spark that dreamt of fire and the bow charm, this will be your reading. Okay, you are someone that is insane. First of all, your group got the most cards out of all the groups, and you're becoming, your glow up is about you becoming a gift to the world, instead of you trying to earn love like you used to. Like, just observe this card, please, for a second, and like, this is you. You're both. You're this person that is manifesting themselves into physical form, and you're this dragon behind it. Like, you're everything all at once, and I love that for you. Like, wow, just wow. It's about you being received, or you're perceived, like you're glow. What? I made a mistake and I said received. So it's like you are this gift to the world, and you are going to be received by the world. But you're also your glow up is focusing on I want to say how you're being perceived, but not in a negative way. It's about how to represent your beauty, and how you present yourself, but in a most authentic way for yourself as possible. So let me introduce you to your cards that you got, because you got many, and then we'll proceed from there. You got Foresight, number 36. You got Joy, number 14. You got 10 of Fire, 21 Council of All Beings. You got Luna Moth. You got 3 of Pentacles. This will be read afterwards, but it's called Inner Wisdom. And you got the Starborn, the One, the Box, and Aletheia. I think that's how you pronounce that. Let me just check if they all fit in the frame. Okay. When I got all these cards here, I got immediately like main character energy, like major main character energy. Like your glow up happens like you're meant to stand out this summer. Like you're meant to stand out, and this is the summer that you will realize this. And people around you will notice it too. You will attract attention. And a lot of it, oh my God, I have to cover this card. Let me see if I have to cover anything else. No. Okay. You're becoming more confident in your individuality. Whatever makes you uniquely you is what is going to bring you your biggest glow up. And you're learning how to embody it. But having these cards here, the Starborn, the One, the Box, and the Althea, I want to talk about their shadow aspects as well. Because in the past, you could have been someone who was living in some limitation, whether by a relationship or society, or whether they were imposed by your family. Like this could also be some fear-based limitations as well, or around your self-image with the Starborn here. So your glow up requires you to break out of a version of you that felt acceptable, but not authentic. So, because you were never meant to fit into spaces that required you to dim yourself. And I feel like your glow up will happen the minute you stop shrinking yourself into who other people expect you to be. Like you're about to know your worth and know your power and where that power lies. You're about to fully step into your wilderness. And we have wilderness here as well, card. You're also about to finally, for the first time in your life, become comfortable in your own skin. I feel like you were always shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were meant to fit in, and you were never comfortable in your own skin because of it. Because you were never really, it's like you overstayed in this egg. It's like you tried to break yourself to fit into some molds that were imposed on you, these limitations. And I feel like it became very painful for you. And this card, how the spark that dreamt of fire, it's like you were this Starborn, you were this chosen, you were this beautiful person that was shrinking so much and became so painful, and now you burst into this big dragon, or about to this summer, like burst into this big dragon, and you're not going to care anymore, and you're going to become so comfortable with being you, and this is the you that was being rejected in the past. And you're going to find immense joy in being yourself, and this is the way you're going to attract the like-minded people and the people you're meant to collaborate with in the future. And I'm sensing a lot of shifts around body image, and like self-love and loving how you show up. physically as well. And I'm not just talking about your emotion, like physically, you're going to be so comfortable in your own skin and how you present yourself. Maybe you could discover your style for the first time, or something that really suits you, without necessarily having to change much about you, is what I'm hearing. Like it's just like this mentality shift that's going to allow you to be more yourself than you ever were. You breathe in life where there was no life before. Having this card here, which is joy, I want to talk about the importance of experiencing joy. If you are someone that wanted to manifest, for example, something into your life, but never really could, just know that the second we start having fun in our lives is the second that, I just heard, the universe can get to work. But I saw that in some deck. I forget what it was. There's a card that says, like, the second you have fun is the second that the universe could truly get to work with helping you manifest these things. And this card also talks about the importance of gratitude and joy. So this could be your advice for this summer. I want to read this card to you from the guidebook. The power of fire is found in countless small moments of joy, insight, gratitude, and kindness. The infinite number of tiny flames that together create the power of your spirit. Observe and honor the forces that flow through your life rather than fighting for power over them, and you'll arrive at the sacred place of sanctuary and reverence where peace and joy are found. Then the spirit of life will burn brightly in you and through you into the world, lighting the way for those who follow. That's why I was sensing this chosen energy. I feel like you are human guide for others. You lead by example, and you're meant to shine brightly, and you're meant to become this dragon, and you're meant to become starborn, and you are the one to guide other people, and you are blessed with the gift of foresight. So I feel like, and there's this tiger here in this card. It has a similar facial expression as this dragon. It's like someone who is done playing small, who is done being mistreated and misunderstood all the time. And you're just done over explaining, and you're done over analyzing how you're being perceived, and you're done micromanaging every single little aspect of your existence just so that you can exist. You're done begging to live, and you're entering where to a place where you're being applauded by your guides for living with your truth. Like, you understand with this Luna moth, you understand that life is not as long as we would like it to be, and you only have, okay, I want to say you only have one life, but you only have one life as you. So why not make the most of it as you? Like, sometimes we just need to recognize that if we chose to incarnate in this world as ourselves, and there could be a reason, like, why you? Why now? Why you? Like, why were you chosen to be born this way? Like, why? So find power in that, because, like, you're as unique as anyone else, but you need to understand that you need to recognize your own uniqueness and get comfortable with it. And this card also talks about how the power of like, to open your heart and discover what real magic is. It says the power of divine love flowing into you and through you into the world. There is something that you are meant to be doing in this lifetime, and this summer is the summer where you're going to discover what that is. Let me read this card to you. It's called Inner Wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. There is some there could be some obsession that you're having right now, and Spirit is asking you to shift your focus onto yourself for the time being, and to drop whatever it was taking away your focus. Okay, I want to get into your tarot now. So we'll ask questions about love, career, and health aspects. So, Spirit, please tell me about our group 4's love life for this summer. We have 5 of Swords in reverse, so something is being resolved. This was upright, I know it. Judgment. And we got the Artist in the back of the deck, which is not usually in tarot, so we're gonna read that card. The Artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. I feel like at this time, especially with the Judgment card, it's like you're being asked to let go of something, like a belief or something. Like you're being surrounding your, like, because we're asking about love, you're being asked to let go of either a belief, or I heard you believe that you are unlovable, or that you can't be lovable, something like that. And Spirit is asking you to surrender that belief to them so they can show you just how lovable you are. And this is not just about romantic love, though it's in that group as well. It's about everything. It's like if you're about to enter this, I want to say, purpose or something like that you're meant to be doing this summer as well. Like Spirit wants you to let this go so that love in all forms can come to you. There's a lot of focus on the self here. All groups have as well. All groups were focused on self-love mostly, which is perfect. But something that was bothering you mentally is about to be resolved this summer. Surrounding love, something that was really hindering you. I need to cover this card as well. Okay, let's get into your career. What is our group 4 going to be doing this summer? What is their career gonna look like? Spirit, what is our group 4's career gonna look like? We got Page of Pentacles. So you're starting something new that's going to eventually bring about abundance. 7 of Cups is a difficulty to make a decision. You're struggling to make a decision about Ace of Wands on the back of the deck. You're struggling to make a decision surrounding your career. You have multiple choices, but you're not really sure. You're not really sure where you want to proceed. And it's not out of inability to make a decision. It's really more so about this. You in the past, you used to make decisions based on what is going to bring you the most acceptance out of your physical reality, most validation out of the people you surrounded yourself with, and society at large. So I feel like you are, especially career-wise, you're stepping into you becoming whole, and to stop seeking external validation and trusting your own path. So I feel like this career move that you're about to there it says, trust your inner wisdom, take appropriate action without delay. So the way you used to move through the world and the way you used to make decisions is no longer sustainable for you, and you know you need to make certain changes, and you need to stop asking for permission to live. And it's like this summer, it's like you realized you were never small, or you're going to realize this summer, you were never small or ordinary, and you never were meant to stay confined with these choices that you were presented. I don't think you want any of them, because you recognize that at the end of the day, each of those choices are just gonna bring you back to square one, and you just want to start over with your own tools, with your own. It's like this summer is about breaking out of old identities and fully embodying your truth, and to stop asking for permission to live. It's just that you were trying so hard to fit into a life that was too small for what you're becoming, and all these choices are too small for what you're becoming. And you're realizing this now. You're realizing your worth. You're realizing just how large your life can get. And there will come a time where you're gonna do something and make the first step towards I wanted to say the bigness of your becoming, and to emerge into your beauty. Spirit, can you tell me what is our group for realizing? What is our group for realizing now? What is this Page of Pentacles? It could be anything for you. Ten of Pentacles, exactly. The Magician. It's like, and the Death is on the back. It's like you're letting go of anything that was not aligned with your truth, and you are this Page of Pentacles. The choice you're about to make is going to lead you to shifting your whole world. Ten of Pentacles is an abundance card. Magician is a card of transformation, and you working with what you got to make the most of it and to create magic out of thin air is almost. Okay, let's go to your health. What is our group 4's health going to be like this? Okay, summer. The Well. Okay, I feel like that's enough. Yeah. We have the Fool on the back of the deck. We have Three of Wands, the Well. The Well, you've got both the Artist and the Well, the two cards that are not in usual tarot decks. So you really are something different, aren't you? Three of Wands, Two of Cups, and Eight of Swords. You will have to make a choice to choose yourself at all times. You're realizing that this summer, you are realizing just how much you have hindered your growth by accommodating others. And you probably did it because you knew you weren't going to be accepted by the people around you. And you're moving into being okay with that, especially with your health here. Like, I feel like your psyche will like your mental health will improve immensely. Like you will get more creativity. Your creativity will start to flow. You will be able to make decisions more clearly. You will be able to connect to others more easily the second you start choosing yourself. The bow that you chose as a charm here, it was also random. For your group, it's a confirmation that your uniqueness is not something to hide. Like your uniqueness is what makes you unforgettable. and spirit wants you to finally live your life and to see just how unforgettable you are. Not that you will care once you do embody that. You will just live free. You have a beautiful summer ahead of you, and by the end of it, you will be unrecognizable to yourself and to others. But again, you won't care. It's as if you're moving towards that, not caring what other people think. You're breaking the mold. You're breaking the box. You're emerging out of your egg. Oh yeah, the dragons are laid from the eggs. I just heard Spirit to tell me to read this card. It's a card of foresight. Oop. Okay. The balanced side of foresight represents the ability to shapeshift and adapt across realities. Like the dragonfly, this card grants us the power to break through the illusionary facade we often accept as reality, providing us the freedom from pain in order to break through limiting illusions. It helps us initiate subconscious healing from the trauma experienced from endless cycles of pain and suffering. Dragonfly medicine invites us to seek out the parts of our habits that have gone unchanged, unnoticed, and stagnant. Ask yourself, have I tended to the changes I have been wanting to make? Don't get lost in the labyrinths of self-doubt. Break free from elusive belief systems that hold back your transformation. It's a card of Saturn and Neptune as well. I did mention that before, didn't I? This summer is going to ask you to be more mindful in your choices and who you surround yourself with and what you do with your time here on Earth. But the cards show beautiful potential. And with that, I'm going to leave your guys' reading right here. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see you some other time. Bye.